And good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Jerry.
Shannon.
Hi, Eleanor. Hi, Devin.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
By the way, Sherry,
Who was that? Stefan. Looks like he's having a little bit of difficulty there. Hi, Clad. Yes, Andrew.
your camera looks a little bit foggy.
It did last night too when I was doing that meeting. Does that help any? I was just trying to watch.
Oh yeah, that helps a lot. That helps a lot.
Good. I was wondering why it was so grainy last night. I thought maybe because it was dark out. I didn't know. Well, good morning, champions.
Wait, what?
Good morning.
Good morning, champions.
Oh.
Visitors. Jordan, great job getting in so early. You're in uniform. You're sitting up straight. Woo! Good job.
Sorry for this angle, Sherry, but my Aunt Lonnie thinks my cousin Heather is bringing my cousin Casey for Tiffany to watch, and she wants me. The puppy room's a disaster where I usually do, so she wanted me to come in here because of the disaster. We didn't want you to be like, that room's a mess.
Now, I'm just happy to see you here on time, sitting up straight. I mean, you look ready to rock and roll today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And John looks like he's doing something black and white background or something.
This is my mansion, guys. Check it out.
Whatever.
That was your house.
I know, that'd be awesome.
All right. So today, finances. Okay. So I only had checks turned in from 2 people. And I know, Jonathan, we did ours on paper. Where are everyone else's checks at?
Right.
Did you do them on paper or have you not done them? I have Jordan. And
Didn't I do mine in front?
What's
I
that?
knew half. Do me.
Okay, and what'd you say, Stefan?
Didn't you what mine one time? You were here?
Oh, we wrote your checks too. That's right. So we have Stefan's checks. Yes, Nathan?
I was gonna say I did do them, and it was specifically that day, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure. You
I
have
have
them?
yours and I have
Okay.
Jordan's. So Jonathan, we did them together on paper, and Stefan, we did them together on paper. So how about everyone else I didn't just call? Eleanor said she needs more help. Andrew, have you written your checks?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure
Take that as a
what the
no.
checks are for. Not sure what the checks are for.
The bills that you had to pay on the first, the rent and the RT bus pass. Okay,
I don't
Tony's
remember
showing
getting
me
that
his-
paper.
Okay, well, I'll bring it up and show it to you today, but everyone has had it assigned. Tony wants to say hi and he wants to show his paycheck. He heard me talking checks, so he just went and got his. Say hi to everyone. Come on in. Come on over. Say hi.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
What's up?
Hey, Tony.
Hi guys. Hi buddy.
Hi, buddies. You want to show him your check? Show him. So yeah, that's his paycheck from work.
Nice.
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 Wow.
Good
He
job,
Good job.
Tony.
He listened to that, boy. He came running right over with his check. All right, I gotta do my class, okay? You say bye.
Hi buddy.
Bye, Tony. See you later.
Tony.
He says I love you guys.
Aw.
All right, so I brought some things up to share, and as I told you, you're going to either get a little extra bill or a little extra income today, so I have those written down. I have a lot of things up here on the share screen, so let me see how I can do here. Okay, well, it's only showing me one. Hold on. Share. Okay.
Whoa, that's huge.
I know. I don't know what happened there. Let me make it big and see if I can fit the whole thing.
Yeah, good thing
And
it's that size. I can actually pretty much clearly see it.
Well, that's good. Okay, so the things you were supposed to write checks for already was on the 1st. You were supposed to write a check for your rent to Wilmington Apartments for $400. Okay? And you were also supposed to write a check for your RT bus pass for $55. And then we briefly talked about how you have to pay things in advance. So for this month, I'm not going to charge any late charges, but that's what you get. Like, for example, if you don't pay your rent on time, they charge you an average of 10%. So instead of paying $400, you're going to have to pay $440, which might not seem huge, but you're going to see that you don't have a lot of money left each month. So to kind of like throw away $40 just because you didn't pay it on time isn't very smart to do. Okay? So we see we have our Comcast on the 25th, our groceries on the 15th. AT&T on the 20th, and then this is places where you add extra things that might come about, right? You might just have to buy that pair of jeans or a shirt for work, or you might go out to a movie or something. So anyway, all this needs to balance at the end of the month. But now I'm nervous because that's the only thing that was coming up. So I'm gonna try to share screen again. I heard we can do that F3, right? Or maybe this will bring us up. Let me see what happens here.
Never tried that.
Oh, right up here. Okay, I got my stuff. All right. So personal checks. Let's look at that first, since that's what we were talking about there. And these were Nathan's checks. Okay. So a couple things you have to deal with, and we talked about when I'm putting those lines for you. You need to erase those lines. So at the very top up here where Nathan has his name, and Jordan, you didn't fill out this part. So it says name originally on your blank check. You're going to erase where it says name, and you're going to put your name in there. Okay? Where it says address, you're going to erase the word address and put your address. And same thing where it says phone. Nathan, the only thing you could have done different here is you don't need the word phone. Okay? You're just going to actually erase that. I'm sorry that it makes these corrections on here, but that's what it does. Okay. So this was with erasing those lines. So right here, it should just say your $400, right? Yeah. And then down here, what did you write? Okay, so you wrote, let's get rid of that spot. 400 you wrote, but you need to have a space there, right? 400 and 00 over 100, but you can get rid of the line. My lines are just trying to kind of guide you guys, okay? But unfortunately, I don't know how to make the lines so that you can write on top of them. So you just like erase it, and it won't do this to you. That's because I guess I'm in like correction mode, okay? So on the top, you want your name, address, phone number, but you don't want the words.
Right.
Okay. And then I see on the second check down here, I think because you did erase lines. So again, we're going to get rid of name. And your 102 came over here now because you did some backspacing or something. But you need your check number to go back up here. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, because like it was a little rough for me because I'm not used to doing checks on a computer, so it's rough for me. But I did the best I could, though.
No, you did a great job, and that's why I'm using an example. Okay.
Okay.
And we also have to look at spelling. So if you have a red underline, it means you probably spelt it wrong. Correct?
Okay. Yes.
So we have just an extra E in there that shouldn't be there. 100. Okay. But Nathan, you really did a good job. And when we're doing these in person, you are absolutely right. It will be easier. And then you can even actually write on my lines, right?
Yes.
Part of this is that your teacher is not very techy, but she's trying her hardest. Okay? So today you're going to write your check for groceries is going to be your next one due. So anyone that hasn't done checks yet, you need to get the first two in, and then your third one today. Is there any questions on this before?
Is groceries?
Yeah, groceries is your next one done. Any questions on the checks before I take this away? Yes, Stefan?
Could you show me the groceries again real quick? If
Yeah.
that's possible.
Sure. Anyone have any other questions right now on the checks?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
Is there? Would you mind if I did mine on paper? Since I
do not
have it
mind.
printed out.
Let me come back while we're doing it here. Let's see. Okay, I don't want to stop share because I got all these things up. Yes. So if you want to, when you're at home, if you want to do it on paper, can you take a picture and email it to me?
I can try.
Okay, because if you just send it to my phone, I won't be able to share it like this, again, because of my lack of tech skills. But if you email it to me, I can bring it up and share it. And also, again, once we get back in class, this process will be easier. Any other questions on the actual checks? No? Okay. So we can go back to our monthly bills, because Andrew, you wanted to see that, right? Or who said that?
I believe it was Stefan.
Okay. So, Stefan, so we already did our Wilmington apartments, right? And we already
Yep.
did the bus pass. So your next thing that's due is your Winco groceries. So in this situation, who are you writing the check to? Anybody? Go ahead,
Winco.
Jordan.
Winco.
Yes. Nathan, how much
Oh.
are you writing the check for?
You are writing it for $120.
Okay. Sam, what day is the check due?
The 15th.
Okay. And so you understand over here on the right side is just telling you why it's so inexpensive. Okay? And that's because you have two roommates in this scenario, and you're all putting in money. So like if you lived by yourself, this rent would be $1,200, right? And if you had one roommate, that would be half of $1,200, so it'd be $600. But because there's three of you, you take your $1,200 and divide by 3, and you're responsible for $400. Any other questions on this so far? No. Okay. The bank statement is actually the trickiest one. And I am sharing. Devin, is this yours or is this Nathan?
That's mine.
Oh, it's Jordan's. That's right, Jordan. Okay, so she did overall a really good job on this. So think of the first half of your check, right? Up to the name, deposit, date of deposit, and the amount. That's the money you're putting in. Okay? The right side is the money you're taking out. Okay, so these would be the checks you're writing. So check 101, what date did you write it? Who did you pay it to? And how much was it? So she did her deposits like perfect, right? She got this paycheck for $345.33 and she brought it over here to her balance is $345.33 because that was the first thing that happened in this account. And then she got another paycheck on the 30th. And so she wrote that down. And so how did she get this balance right here? Who can tell me how she got the $581.74? Glad or Stefan?
Yes.
How did she get this amount, $581.74, for her balance?
Let's see.
Jordan, do you know how you got that balance?
I calculated the 345.33, and then I calculated the 236.41, and that's what it equaled.
Exactly. That's where you had it perfect. Going down next, we have a couple little mistakes, but so far she's perfect, okay? She added those two deposits together because there weren't any withdrawals before then. So the two paychecks added together came to $581.74. Okay? Now she had to pay rent. So Jordan, you wouldn't have a deposit. There wouldn't be a date of deposit here because that would be money coming in. Okay? So that would just be blank. And this has no decimals at all. What does that look like to people, that number?
4,000.
Yeah, $4,000, Jordan. And that's because of a decimal point that you didn't put in and you have an extra zero. That could mess you up bad. $4,000. You don't even own close to $4,000, right? So plus nothing should be there because that's only for a deposit. And this shouldn't be here either. So remember, this is the left side is just when you're putting money in, and the right side's when you're taking it out. And your actual check number, Jordan, was 101. Okay? You paid it on the 30th. But what is this? It's a wrong spelling, right? Isn't it Wilmington Apartments? Wilmington. So it's really important that you look at who you're paying the check to and that you spell the name correctly. Okay? Because I believe it was W-I-L Meantime. Anyway, you're missing a couple letters there. So then, I also think you probably need an extra little thing in here. So what you paid was $400. So I think we need to add a column where you actually said your $400 that you paid, because when you get over here to the balance, that's supposed to be what's left. Okay? So if she had, I'm sure some people have their calculators out. If you had $581.74 and you just paid a $400 bill, so that's 400. So you're going to take, you ready with your calculators? You're going to take 581.74 because that's your cents. Okay? And then you're going to subtract 400.00. Then what you have left should be what's here in your balance. Oops. Should be here in your balance. Okay, so how much do you have left? Who else is typing in here right now? Is that you, John? Is that you, Jordan?
Me.
Jordan, I saw Jordan's cursor.
Okay, so Jordan, you are right on that amount, but it's going to go up here where your cursor is.
Okay.
Okay, so she had 581.74. She took away 400, so now she has $181.74 left. Next time I do
Miss
this,
Sherry, can you
go ahead.
look at mine at some point? Because I feel like I did mine all wrong.
You did yours all. I can't do that right now because I only have up what I have up, Stefan.
Stefan, I have you one-on-one right after this, so I can help you. I'll help you with that.
Okay, because this is just confusing me again.
And when it's in person, it'll be easier. Yes, Nathan?
Yeah, no, I was actually gonna ask John on Friday if he could help me with this. Like, I'll try and do it by myself today, and then we could do it together on Friday.
And honest,
Yeah,
I'm not expecting a ton right now because I know it's harder online.
Mhm.
But you know, we just have to keep trying to go the best that we can here.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you had another check that you wrote, right, Jordan, for your bus pass? Did you write that check?
I didn't do the bus pass check yet.
Okay. I see your calculator there, Eleanor. Good job. I'm not sure what number you're coming up with, though. Okay, so Jordan, you need to write another check, which is going to be your second check, right? So what check number would that be? They go in order. If you use check 101, what check's next?
102.
Perfect. Okay, so check 102, you wrote it on the same day, or you were supposed to write it on the same day, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put in the 1/30/21 for the date. This was for a bus pass.
It was $50.
Was it 50? Okay, so like I said, next time I'll give you another column. So for right now, I'm writing the amounts under paid to, okay? But I'll do that better next time.
I wrote down bus pass with 55.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay. $55.
Light isn't active.
Okay? So how are you going to get your balance now?
So you have to calculate it. So if I had 34, I had 345 and 33 cents, and then I got 581 times 74, and then I got 181.70.
So yeah, you paid your rent, right, for 400. So now the balance, all the money you have in your account now is $181.74. Okay?
Okay.
And you had to buy your bus pass for $55. So everybody with their calculators, you're gonna start with $181.74, because that's what the balance is. Okay? And you're gonna subtract $55 for your bus pass. So now what do you have left? Go ahead, Nathan.
Yes, I got a 126.74.
Okay, did everyone else get that?
Nope.
I did. I need help.
I know, Eleanor, I know it. We'll get there, okay? So, Eleanor,
Okay.
I want you to hit clear on your calculator. And you're going to put in 181.74 minus 55.00 equals.
Oh, now I got it.
Yep, that's the answer. Good job. Awesome. Okay? So your current balance is 126.74. All right, I'm going to stop sharing that one for a minute.
Wait.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. I mean, if you knew all this, we wouldn't be correct. So, Stefan, try not to get stressed. Sometimes it's challenging when you're learning a new thing and then you put it online like this and then it's even harder, okay? But at the end, you're all going to have this. You're all going to get it. Yes, Nathan?
Yeah, no, like this was like for Stefan. Stefan, it's okay, buddy, because I mean, confessively, like I'm actually having a hard time with it, and I'm actually pretty good at this stuff, especially since my mom's really good at this stuff and she taught consumer math for 4 years. I still have a hard time with it, so it's okay. I mean, it's okay to not know what you don't know.
When we go back to school, okay? We're just kind of getting a little taste right now.
Right.
So now,
Okay.
Okay, take a deep breath. Yes, John?
I was going to say to Stefan, when you learn something for the first time, it's challenging. So don't worry about it, okay? You're going to be fine.
It's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to stress us a little bit because it's stretching our brain. And sometimes that hurts. But in the end, okay. So what I have now is I'm going to give you extra or take away more. So I have 11 items here. Some things are going to give you money to add on your deposit side. Some are going to take away money because you have to pay for it. All right? So I have things numbered 1 through 11. So I'm going to ask you to do, each one of you is going to pick a number and I'm going to tell you what it says. Okay? So who would like to go first and pick a number? All right, I see Nathan's hand, then I saw Royce, and then Stefan, and then Clad. Okay. And then I saw Eleanor. All right, maybe you can all help me because that's a long list for me to remember in order. All right, so Nathan, what number would you like to choose between 1 and 11?
I'll pick 1.
Number 1. I was kind of hoping this one would go to Andrew. Now remember, some of these are going to be relevant to you and some of them aren't going to be, right? But this is how we're going to do it for practice. So number 1, Nathan, you earned $30 for washing your neighbor's car.
Yes.
So I want you to write that down. That's going to be a deposit.
Okay.
And John and Yvonne, if you two could maybe write these down just with their name too, that would be awesome. Okay, so you got a plus. You got extra money in your account. All right, who do we say was second?
Royce.
Okay, Royce, between 2 and 11, what number would you like to pick?
4.
Number 4. Haha, you got a good one here. You received your first income tax refund for $230.
Huh. Neat.
His reaction, it's not even excitement. He just goes, huh.
So he had a smile when he said it. So Royce, I want you to write that down.
I didn't say huh. I said, huh. Neat.
He looked happy about it. All right. So what you're gonna do, Royce, is you're gonna make a deposit for $230 for income tax refund. Okay. So I'm gonna write down you guys' names here. Who's getting what? That was Nathan, and that was Royce. Okay. And who was next?
It was 200 what?
It is $230.
All right.
All right. Who was next?
Me.
Me, Clad?
Stefan, not me.
Stefan. Okay,
Then me.
Stefan. What number would you like to pick? You've got 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I'm going to go with 5.
Number 5. Okay, it's your dad's birthday and you're taking him out to dinner. Total price, $50.
Seems legit.
So so yours is going to be a withdrawal, okay? Because those two so far both got extra money where you just spent some extra money, okay?
Did Nathan get money or is he?
How many? You said $50?
$50 to take your dad out for his birthday. All right, who is next?
Me. I'm next.
Okay, Clad, you've got number 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I'll take number 7.
Number 7. It's your turn to buy the pet food. $35.
Well, this is new for me.
I've
never had it.
Yours will actually be a deduction, right? It was an extra bill, an unexpected bill that came up that you're like, oh, I hope I have enough money in my account for that. Okay? So yours cost you $35 deduction for pet food. Did you write that down?
Let's see.
And you
35.
need all to write these down. Don't just rely on our backup plans, okay? I mean, if you can't figure it out, you got Yvonne, John, and I that can help, but I want you to write down your amounts. Okay? All right, who is next?
Eleanor.
Who?
Eleanor.
Eleanor. You can pick number 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Number 2, and I think this is a good one for you. You earned $50 for babysitting your brother last week.
Yes.
Okay? So that means you got extra money. You get to deposit an extra $50 for babysitting. All right, who would like to be next? Devin, we have number 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't hear ya.
Oh, 10.
Number 10. Happy birthday, Devin. Your mom gave you $100 for your birthday.
Wow.
So that is a deposit.
Okay.
Okay, so that means you're going to have $100 extra. So that's going to go on your left side, right? That's the money.
Right.
Your income that comes in is on the left side. All right, who's next? Andrew, you have a choice of 3, 6, 8, 9, 11.
I'll go with 11.
11, he says. Oh, Andrew, you need a new part for your bike. $45.
Of course. And plus, I ride a bike anyway, so.
There you
Good thing I
go.
chose-
So yours, so you write that down, okay? A part for your bike, $45. So that'll be on the right side, right? The money that you're paying out,
Mhm.
okay?
Yep.
Who's next?
Oh, Sherry, real quick before you
Yeah.
go on.
Yes.
Since I can't really hear you that well, can I use my headphones, please?
If you can sit still and use them appropriately, although I do
will.
think you can probably hear me, but. All right, I'll turn up my volume all the way. It is all the way. Okay, who's next? Who hasn't done it yet? Jordan, did we get you yet?
Yeah,
Not yet. Are you ready?
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so number 3, number 6, 8 or 9. Thank you, son. My son is feeding me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, 3, 6, 8 or 9, Jordan.
I said 9.
Sorry. Jordan, you chipped your tooth. The insurance deductible is $100. Hold on, I gotta eat this cheese. Okay. So you had to pay. Where is I? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I got distracted. Where's your tooth at? Okay, number 9. Okay, so that's Jordan. So Jordan, that is a deduction. Okay? That costs you $100. Does anyone know by chance what an insurance deductible is? Okay, so it's a little bit of a separate subject, but something we could touch on for a minute. So a lot of times, even if you have insurance, like car insurance, most people have like a $500 or $1,000 deductible. Jordan, can you stay with us and sit up, please? You started out great. Let's keep it going. Okay, so for example, I have insurance for my truck, right? But if something was to happen and I have a $500 deductible, so that means the insurance is going to pay the whole rest of it, but I have to pay $500. Okay, so same with a lot of insurance plans like that, like my dental insurance. Some things they pay 100%, sometimes they pay 80. So anyway, sometimes you have your own part you have to pay even though you have insurance. So that was the situation here. Jordan, you had insurance, but you have to pay a deductible of $100. That's your part. Okay? Sam, we haven't got anything for you yet. Number 3, number 6, number 8. 3, 6, or 8?
I do 8.
Did you say 3?
I said 8.
8. Okay, sorry. All right. So you bought pizza for your friend's birthday. So that cost you $30. All right. So is that a deposit or is that like a deduction?
Deduction.
Yes. So you're going to subtract $30 from your account for pizza for your friend. Okay. And now I only have 2 left. I think I have what, Tyler and Jonathan?
Yeah.
Who wants to go first between Tyler and Jonathan?
I could go, but I'm not really sure what we're doing.
Are you feeling lost?
Yeah, it's kind of confusing for me.
Okay, so it's just part of keeping a budget, right? We have our regular fixed, remember how we talked about fixed expenses? Those are what I gave you on your list. Fixed expenses means they happen every month, right? Every month you have to pay rent. Every month you need to buy your bus pass, okay? These are those unexpected things that don't always happen, but sometimes they happen. And that's why you always need to have some money left in your account. Sometimes it's a good thing and you're like, cool, I got more money. And sometimes it's like, oh, I have to pay for that, okay? So fixed things are the bills you pay every month, all right? These things are not fixed. These are random sometimes. I mean, like, for example, you might know that every single year your grandma's going to give you $50 for your birthday and you can count on it, right? But still, you don't count it every month. You count it only your birthday month. Yvonne, do you have anything you want to add?
I'm just wondering what Andrew is sidetracked with.
Andrew, what are you doing?
I'm finishing writing up the amount that you told me earlier.
You're putting your little note down, but you're not actually doing it right now?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, I do want you to write it down, but it shouldn't take that long, okay?
Done.
Yvonne, any comments on what we're talking about?
No. So I work with Stefan, Sam, and Eleanor. So I'll clear everything up and work in one-on-one. Don't worry about it, and don't stress, you guys, because it's just don't worry. And then tomorrow I have Andrew, Devin, and Roy. So if you guys, don't worry about it right now. Don't stress, because as soon as we have our one-on-ones, we'll get it down.
Okay. All right, Tyler, do you feel?
That actually makes me feel better.
Tyler, do you feel any more clear on what we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like sometimes there's a bump in the road and you have to like.
Exactly. So sometimes it's a good bump, right?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I got an extra $100, and sometimes it's like you said, a bump in the road. Okay, so I'm going to have you choose. You either have number 3 or number 6 left. Tyler.
I'm not really sure.
Well, that's pretty easy. You're just going to pick a number, and I'm going to tell you what it says by the number.
Oh, okay. Number 6?
Well, you picked the wrong one. Okay. So remember, they don't necessarily apply, but we're just going with it. So number 6 says you lost your glasses, and you had to pay $100 to get them replaced.
Oh, no.
That was funny.
Well, I don't even
The
work.
reaction was just awesome.
I feel offended.
So, well, I don't wear glasses, but this is the best I can do when I'm not sitting here with you.
Yeah.
So, Tyler, that's called an additional expense, right?
Okay.
It's not a fixed expense. It's one of those bumps in the road you just talked about.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to pay $100, and you're going to write glasses. All right? So that's going to come out of your account and get lower. It would have really went better if we did it the other way around, but I was having you choose. So, okay. So, Jonathan, you have the last one, and you're going to get a little lucky here. Happy birthday! Your grandma sent you a birthday card and $50. All right? So that means you get extra money. So it will go on your deposit side. Okay? And you and I'll work with you again, okay, Jonathan? We can do it in person. but that means you're going to get $50 extra. Okay? And that's it for the extra bills and bonuses.
It seems I got the best one.
You did get the best one. And you know what? That's an extra bonus when you start working. Because at least in the beginning, when you're young and you're just starting and you're not making a ton of money, you get money back for your income taxes. Okay? So like that used to be my vacation when I was young, is every year I would wait. Like right now I'm getting ready to get my money back for taxes. So when you pay into your taxes all year, you get money back at the end of the year. Unless you don't pay enough in, and then a lot of people have to pay money. But at the beginning, when you're not making a lot, chances are you'll always get income tax refund, which is extra money in your pocket. All right, let's see if there's anything else up here that I was going to share with you. Let's see. Was it this? Was it this that brought my whole screen up? Nope, it was not this. Hold on. Stop share.
That just brings up the one window that you're in.
Yeah, so I need to go up to that other one. That was the bills for each month, right? So I think it's this bank statement one that had everything up there. Yeah. Okay. Monthly bills. All right. So the one you need to do the one I just gave you today, and then we can go back to our monthly bills. And the other check that you need to write is your grocery one, Winco. All right. So you're all going to write a check to Winco, and you all have this to refer to. Okay. It's all in your Google Docs or Jordan, I sent you yours, Google Classroom, and Jordan and Nathan, I sent you yours. Okay. So the next check you're going to write here is your groceries. And you're going to write it for the 15th, February 15th. You're going to write it to Winco, and it's going to be for $120. And that's all you will have for now until we get back after break. Okay?
Okay.
Heavy sigh from Jonathan. All right. How many people are like stressed out now?
Not really.
I'm not stressed. Miss Yvonne said she was gonna help me, so I appreciate the help. It's just really confusing to me.
Stefan, it's just because we're new to it. Okay, pretty soon you're gonna be able to do this without any stress. Well,
Yeah.
extra bills, then that can be stressful even when you know how to do it. Yes,
I'm
Andrew?
willing to learn this.
Good. Andrew, yes?
Do you think you could probably send it to me through email?
Andrew, I sent it to you through Google Classroom.
Okay, I'll check it.
Okay, I've sent these quite some time ago. All right? So there should be 3 checks written, and if you had a withdrawal, you should have that. Okay, and if you had an extra deposit, you should have that all on your bank statement. So next time I do this, I will make an extra column. I use the curriculum they've given me, but I do see where you need to be able to write in that amount you're taking out before you can do the subtractions in that last column. Woo! I feel like I just did my budget. All right. Any other questions on finances at all? At the moment? No? Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about this morning. So if we don't have questions about that.
Well, actually, I have one question.
Okay.
When I fill out the check, where do I send it?
Well, which check?
Like the one on the Google Classroom that is in the one that's blank checks? Or is that not what we're supposed to use?
Yeah, you're going to use your checks. So what are you talking about? For the glasses?
Yeah, probably that.
Because you're, okay, so for the glasses, I guess I should have gave names to the places. What's a good eyeglass company?
Stanton Optical.
Stanton Optical. That's where you're going to write it. Okay.
Do I do the same thing for my dad's birthday as well?
So for that, you got money, right?
No,
Oh,
I
you,
have to spend $50 on his birthday.
you spent 50 on your dad. Okay, so what's the restaurant your dad likes to go to?
That is a actual hard question. He doesn't go. If I had to say, I would say Spaghetti Factory would be standard.
Okay, so you're going to write that check. Sorry, to Spaghetti Factory. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you might have to look at the spelling because spaghetti is a little bit hard to spell until you know how.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I could figure it out.
So, for example, let's see, Nathan, yours is going to be a deposit, right?
Yes.
You can write like car wash. That would be the reason.
Okay.
Eleanor, you would just write babysitting. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Who was? Oh, it was Jonathan that got the birthday card for $50, right? So Jonathan would just write birthday. Royce, what would you write?
Income.
Well, I'd probably say tax refund.
Oh.
Because anything that's money coming into your account is income. Okay, so I'd probably get a little bit more specific and I would write tax refund.
All right then.
Clad, if you're going to write your check to pay for pet food, where would you like to purchase your pet food?
PetSmart, most likely.
Okay, so you're going to write your check to PetSmart.
Okay.
Okay?
$35.
$35 because that doggy's hungry. Or cat.
Do stores like that even accept checks anymore? Because I've never seen people pay with checks anymore.
You know, they don't a lot, but I'm trying to give you practice writing checks, and we don't have a credit card system going yet.
Yeah.
Yes, they will accept checks. The customer behind you might not be happy because it takes longer.
Yeah.
Like, really, you're writing a check? But they will accept it. Okay, so we kind of got to go with what we've got now. Maybe we could move into a credit card at some point and do it that way.
Well, I was just curious because I haven't seen anyone pay with a check like that ever.
It's usually someone older
Oh.
that hasn't like switched over. Yes, Nathan?
Wouldn't it be like one in their like early 50s, late 60s usually?
Well, that'd be my range. I usually.
My apologies.
That's okay. No problem. But different people write them. They don't write them that often, but because we're practicing checks and we're practicing keeping a balance in our checking account is why we're doing it by checks. Because no, chances are you would go in, you would stick your ATM card in there, but you'd still have to balance your account. Right? Okay, who else? So Sam, where are you going for pizza? Or where did you go?
I don't know yet.
Come on, give me a pizza place. I know you know them.
May I go to the restroom, Miss Sherry?
Oh, that's fine. Come on, Sam.
Little Caesars.
Little Caesars, okay, because that's a good deal there. You probably could have got off with less than $30 there.
Yeah, $30 worth of pizza there would be like 20 pizzas.
Domino's is better. It's kind of better. Makes more sense.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right, Jordan. For yours, if you want, do you have a dentist? Do you know your dentist's name?
Tree Dental.
What?
City of Trees Dental.
Okay, so that's what you're going to write your check to, okay?
Okay.
All right. And then Devin, you're just going to say, you're going to do, yours will be on the deposit side, correct?
Correct.
And you're just going to write down $100 birthday. right? And then Andrew,
Yeah.
what's a bike store you're familiar with?
Bob's Bike.
Bob's Bike. So you're going to write your check to Bob's Bikes. For
Anyway, I ride my bike by there. Well, it's here. I used to ride my bike there, by that place like a bunch of times. So.
Okay. Good. So everyone knows who they're writing their checks to. And yes, honestly, if you're going up to the register, you would probably use a card. You can also use cash. But just for the sake of budgeting assignments and learning how to write checks, we're going to do it this way, okay? All right. Anything else? Yes, Jordan?
This isn't about budgeting, but I do have a question for you about tomorrow. Since I'm getting my second vaccine today, is it still okay with you if I don't feel good tomorrow if I don't do Zoom?
So I just want you to be real honest with yourself and honest with me, okay? If you don't feel good, yes, that's okay.
Okay.
But if you think you can power through, then do that, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I didn't, well, you said you think the second one's worse, but you don't know that yet because you haven't had it. But I know I didn't need to miss a day for my shot. So just be honest. So, and you'll also, Jordan, what you'll see, because you're really the only one that's had any absences on their paychecks, okay? So if you don't come tomorrow, again, you'll have a smaller paycheck.
Okay.
Now, I know this isn't real money, but think of it as it is, okay? We just have to, we got to kind of fake it a little bit. But your checking account is probably in the most trouble of anyone's right now because 2 checks in a row you had days. All right? So if you really feel you cannot do it, but I would at least set my alarm, get up and give it a shot. And then if it was like, oh, it's so bad, then I'll give you permission. But it's not permission to just not set your alarm. Okay?
I mean, I still do have to set my alarm because not only will you not let me, but Auntie won't let me either. She'll probably text. What Aunt Lonnie does right now is at 7:30 when my alarm goes off, she texts me and she's like, "Good morning, you up now?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm up now."
Good. We have a new system in place. So remember, a sore arm does not mean you cannot get on Zoom.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. That's a good deal.
Yeah, I got my vaccine last week, and I was still on the Zoom meeting.
And I wanted to ask you, Tyler, how's your class going?
Oh, it's great.
Do you need help with the work, or are you being able to keep up?
I've been able to keep up so far.
So you don't need any help right now?
No, not yet. Maybe later on.
Okay, don't let yourself get lost first, okay? If you start feeling like, you know, maybe you just need a little help or maybe you're feeling a little stressed that you're struggling a little, please know we're here for you. We want to help you get through, and you don't have to do it on your own. And even when it comes to tests, we're allowed to help you. It's an open book test. Okay?
Okay.
So I've already talked to the lady in the beginning, so we can help. We can be there beside you and help you take the test. All right? So don't let yourself fail without asking for our help. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Anybody else have anything they'd like to discuss?
I have a question.
Yes, John?
So last week I remember you saying we were going to break up some of the one-on-ones. Are we still doing that? Because I have a schedule written out. Let's see. I see to have Tyler at 10:10.
I thought mine was at 11.
What I'm saying is last week we talked about changing the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing that until we come back from break.
Oh, okay.
But if you two have a different time, why is that?
Well, I just thought we had a discussion last week about changing the schedule, splitting the one-on-ones in half. I think it was for the interview questions. But if we can go back to normal, that's wrong.
Yvonne, do you have anything on that? I'm a little lost there.
Yeah, no, John, that was when we come back from break that we're gonna do something different. But we're staying with our same schedule we've always had for today and tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
So then when do you meet with Tyler?
Let's see, Thursday, 11 o'clock.
That's what you have, Tyler?
Yeah, that's what I have written down.
Okay, so John, what's your schedule for one-on-ones today?
Jonathan, 9:40 to 10:10. Jordan, 10:20 to 11, 10:20 to 10:50. Tyler, 11 to 11:30. That's it.
Okay, and then Mom, what's yours?
Mine is Stefan from 9:40 to 10:10, Sam 10:20 to 10:50, and Eleanor from 11 to 11:30, and then my study group from 11:40 to 12:30.
Okay, and then we have DMV today, correct?
Yes.
Does anyone seeing today that they're not anyone that doesn't have a one-on-one that needs help today? Y'all okay?
I'm pretty good.
Good. So how you gonna turn in those checks? You had two choices on turning in checks. How you gonna do that? Go ahead, Nathan.
We can do them on the computer and then send them to you through Google Classroom if you're still in San Juan, or like me and Jordan, we can send it to you through email, or we could do it on paper and then email it to you. Take a picture of the check, do it on paper, take a picture of the paper check, and then send it to your email.
Yeah. Everybody got that? So really, I would like to see 3 checks done. And then remember, you also have to do it on your bank statement. Okay? You never want to send out a check and forget to put it in your bank statement, because that'll get you in big trouble. And then you could end up with overdraft charges. Okay? Because if you write the check and you don't put it in your bank statement, then you think you still have more money in your account than you have. And so then you think you can spend it. I still get caught on this sometimes, and I've been writing checks and doing bank balances a long time. And then you get what's called an overdraft fee.
Well, I have a bank account, but I've never used a bank statement before.
Well, maybe you just have enough money in there that you know you're never gonna run out of it. But most people, it doesn't work like that, right?
Yeah, and you can use the internet to see how much is on your account and all that.
Yes, but so if you were writing checks, which you don't regularly do, but sometimes people cash checks right away, and sometimes they wait forever. And so you can kind of forget about it because they may not cash it for a month. And if you didn't write it down in there, you forget. And then all of a sudden, like I just had one that someone held for over a month for $1,350. Okay, that's not like a little $25 check that maybe I could go, okay, $25, but that was $1,350, and I was like, oh, right? Because I forgot because it'd been so long, and so I stopped counting it, and things like that, they could hurt pretty good.
For sure.
Do something? Yes.
I was gonna say yes. Usually, don't the checks have a expiration date on it?
Of a few years, usually.
Okay.
I think most places will take them at least a couple years. I don't know the exact date on that. But so it's really important that you keep a running total of your bank statement so you know where your money is, know how much you have, and know how much you do not have. Okay? So that's 9:30. It's time for us to go. Sam, are you frozen or sleeping? Oh, looks like sleeping because your eyes
frozen. No, I just frozen up. Like froze.
Okay. Well, I hope the rest of your day goes splendid, and I'll see all the DMV people at 11:40, and everyone else.
Sherry, see you at.
Bye, Sherry.
Bye, Sherry.
Bye, Jerry.
Bye.
Yeah, good thing I didn't upload those. I'm thinking that this is my computer setup. This is my beanbag.
Oh my god, that's fucking huge.
I kind of want to get rid of it because
How'd you guys get it here?
It was actually a much smaller one that we got it from Amazon, but
How the fuck did it grow?
it takes the air inside of it and then expands.
Okay, I have to take a shit in this house.
Huge. I'd
Yeah,
love
go
to put
ahead.
that on top of my
I'm gonna
car.
go take a shit in.
You want to see my computer setup?
Yes.
All right.
What if I put your beanbag on top of my car?
This is the computer I got for my Christmas. Got 2 monitors. I guess I could turn it on.
That's a nice computer.
Yeah, it is.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's awesome. It has a graphics card, all that stuff. It's so cool.
Damn, Tyler, you have a lot of empty drinks. Those aren't empty. Those are David's.
That's hilarious. What if they were? It's like David would be like, "Where the fuck is my Pepsi?"
It's at Tyler's house. I saw it there earlier. What? He'd be so mad.
And there's my phone. I left it here.
Oh my god, you left your phone here.
So yeah, that's where I do all my Zoom meetings.
Hey, look, it's Garrett with yellow hair, though.
Yeah. I got 2 Xboxes.
Oh my god, you do.
But one of them is the 360.
Yeah, and one of them's the one. Oh my god, Jarek has an Xbox One now.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I friended him? He'd be like, "Hi, Tyler. I don't even know what games you play."
Hey Tyler, you want to play Fortnite?
I'd be like, "Nah, bro."
Nah, bro, I'm good.
I just friend him so I could
What
send
does
him
he
funny
play?
messages.
You send him.
Oh, and here's the CD you gave me. I still have it.
Oh my god, you still have the Gorillas?
Yeah, I think it's a good album. I like it.
My CD player doesn't
What
work
games
on the car.
does he play?
Who, Jarek?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably Call of Duty and shit.
Yeah.
Look at all of your tech.
Yeah. It's kind of messy. Here's my Obama phone.
I still have it.
It's so laggy and the battery runs out so fast. It's so stupid.
How fast does it run out?
Well, it depends on what you're doing with it. But if I like just not even using it, it runs out in like 3 hours.
It's so funny.
Yeah. It's even worse if you have Life 360 on it.
Well, because it'll run out like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I've had to delete it.
Oh, hey man, I just downloaded Hill Climb Racing. Oh, my phone died.
Yeah.
Hey man, my phone's 100%. I just got Hill Climb Racing. Oh, my phone died.
Oh, do you want a Pepsi or a Mountain Dew?
I love it, David.
I also have Mountain Dew right here.
What, crack?
Yeah. They're not
Thank you.
like refrigerated, but
Who cares? It's still soda. Thank you.
I'll also get one for Violet.
I love it.
Yeah, I love being here alone all day, but like it's even better with you guys here.
Who have you been hanging out with
I've
lately?
mostly just been virtual on the internet. I have a pile of hard drives right here.
So do you really mean what you said?
What?
Your life's been about 10 times better without all of us?
Well, more productive, not like better. Like I miss all of our jokes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
David soda.
Yeah. Yeah, that money idea was really bad. Why'd you try it 3 times though?
I didn't. One of the times we already did like in the past, and you did those other times. You sent them to me with your.
Because it said you tried 3 times.
Well, it was your John Steele account.
No, it literally said your name. It said your account.
Yeah, but it says who you're sending it to. That's what it says on the thing.
Gold membership?
She
What's
never
gold
found-
membership on Lefty 60?
I don't know, but she never found out about the first time I got money off it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
That's hilarious.
I was scared she would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was terrified. My new bed is tall.
Yeah.
Damn. It's taller than David's. David would have difficulty getting up there.
You'd be like, oh, I just want to get a ladder.
He's tall though.
No, but he's David. Think about that.
Yeah.
David when he's angry. David
Oh,
did
do you think that's a lot of electronic? Look in here. All of this stuff.
Oh my fucking god, Tyler.
Tyler, you have a
Can I have
Pepsi.
those lights for the inside of my car?
Oh, yeah, I don't even need. But you have to find a way to stick them to your.
Oh, LED lights? I have
Somebody's
LED
calling your
lights.
phone.
It's a prank call.
It's a house phone.
House phone. And I
You
have
know
your
it's a
lighter.
prank call.
Your lighter that was in the BMW the night we.
Oh my god. It doesn't even. Oh, it kind of works.
A little bit, yeah.
That's hilarious. You had that since.
What if you used a lighter like this to light your blunt?
I should.
Oh my god.
Here, have it.
Oh my god.
LED.
If my grandma finds out I have that, she'll be mad.
Such
Why?
a David.
You have a soda.
Because I've been arrested for fires and stuff.
Because
You
living
have
with.
been.
Yeah.
A cop told me that Tyler was arrested for.
That's mostly for like using in a house because it has USB, but you could probably figure out a way to use it in your car.
Oh yeah, I could. I could just wire it to the car itself.
But you'd have to get like tape or something to stick it to the ceiling or something.
Yeah.
That's exactly what David said.
No, because I have LED lights too in my room.
These are from Wish.com.
I don't know what my mom got. Wish.
Wish.com.
Yeah, not always the
I
best.
tried to
deal.
get what happened. He said, "Is it broken?" I said, "No, no." I said, "I'm
No.
gonna poop."
But he was like so pissed.
I know. He was.
What is that?
Because he's a Karen.
Well, it has a sticky part.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but it does.
I didn't even
but
know that.
I don't know if it's gonna stick to your.
You should stick it like under your car.
That's what I want to do. I want to stick it along the inside.
Oh,
of
and it changes colors if you have a.
I have the remote for
Yeah.
it somewhere.
Changes colors. That's what mine does. Poop.
I need to find it.
All I
Changes
did was
colors.
literally
It's
yell
like,
poop.
babe, it's like the same one like mine.
I know.
LED lights. I love LED lights, and then I have a rainbow one.
Like literally, all I did was yell poop, and that guy was like ready to kill me.
He's a Karen.
That guy was weird.
He's like, "What's that?
He hit my window.
Why are you hitting the female's windows? Like, what the
He
fuck?
probably
did she
didn't
do?"
see it. It's tinted.
Well, I have the remote somewhere. If I find it, I'll give it to you.
Oh my god, he scared me. And then I fell when he tried to all this stuff.
He probably wanted to teach Violet a dirty lesson.
Oh god.
Oh no.
A lesson with his dirty shovel of madness.
No. Get would have drove over and beaten them.
He would have been like, you're not fucking my woman. What'd you say? I got a shovel here, and he said poop, and I'm gonna fuck her.
He said poop.
Okay.
Oh, look what I did to the vent. I put that thing on there.
Oh my god, what? That's a phone mount.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for a car, but I just like,
Does it work?
not really. I mean, it doesn't really hold your phone. It's just like, the phone will just fall out of it.
Just like lets it go.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here to hold your phone, but I'll drop it for you.
Yeah.
Hey, that guy over there said poop, officer.
I named that woman
Okay.
snitched on you. She's like, he said poop. He said poop to me. I'm very offended. Okay.
The officer? The fucking reporting officer? Yeah, okay, so what happened here, ma'am? He said poop. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to arrest you. The guy, too. The
Yeah.
guy goes to jail for tapping my... He was so angry.
Yeah.
I locked my door if he opened it.
He watched me speed off. He's like, what the fuck? We do.
Yeah.
We are the shit now. We all got a car.
Oh my god. Did you get taller? No, I'm been short forever.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tear out the inside where the radio is in the car, and I'm gonna put some USB ports in there, so that way I can plug that in, the lights, and I'm gonna try to get like a speaker like fucking that one. I'm gonna plug that in too. It's gonna be right there up on the dash.
Okay.
Or no, I'm gonna tape it to the top so when I play music, everyone can hear it.
Like we did with those speakers that Jacob gave you with the S10.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta do my Zoom meeting, so you can just go in the other room or something.
Okay, we'll go fart in the other room.
Okay.
Zoom meetings take about an hour.
No, this one's like 5 minutes.
Oh wow, okay.
there comes Jonathan.
Hello, Sherry.
Hello, Devin. How are you?
Good.
Good. Everyone doing fine?
I'm doing sleepy since of the weather.
Yeah, I used to do some jumping jacks or something. Here's
about
Clad. Almost. Clad.
I'm not late.
Well, you gotta be on time and ready. I love your new background.
Thank you.
Looks perky. She's ready to learn. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And there we go. Today's test. Let's see. Make this big. I'm sure I'm going to zoom you all somewhere. No, you seem to be good on that side. Okay, are we ready? I don't know why there isn't a number 1 by this one, but that's okay. We'll answer. Let me see. Did I mess something else up? No, you just end up getting an extra question because I didn't mark a 1 on that one. That's okay. All right. Which of the following will help you to avoid from being hit from behind? A, merge into another lane. B, decreasing your following distance. Or C, changing lanes frequently. Yes, Nate. And remember, I cannot see all of you when we're shared screens, so you do not have to raise your hand. I mean, Nathan, I see you here and I see your hand, but if I don't see your hands up, please feel free to answer. So go ahead, Nathan.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe the answer would be A. Reason being is because, so 1, you're not slowing down and bothering the cause of traffic, but at the same time, you are also you should be signaling while you're doing it.
Okay.
Or was always taught it's the safest way to change lanes.
Okay, so you get it that someone's following you too closely, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
the answer would be B. My bad. It would be B. I kind of got it like mixed up.
Anyone else have thoughts on that?
What are you? I don't know. I'm kind of sleepy right now. It's terrible. I don't know why. It's probably the weather.
Maybe we need to start our afternoon or our late morning session with a little cardio.
Maybe.
That'd be good.
woke
Have
up.
some exercise.
I like doing exercise. What'd you say, Jordan?
I said I'm already awake.
I know you're on top of your game today.
So am I.
All right. Does anyone else have any comments on question number 0?
Yes, I have a comment on question 0.
Okay, glad.
I think the answer would be. Let's see.
You need to actually
think-
have something to say.
Oh, I do have something to say. Hang on. I was thinking it'd be changing lanes frequently, but I'm thinking, wait, wouldn't it just cause more? That'd be dangerous.
I forget what decreasing your following distance means.
It's like when you go away, when you decrease the distance that you are within another car.
Yeah, so that means you're going to get yourself get closer to another car.
Right.
So I'd say it's B, decreasing your following distance.
So you think it's safer if you get up closer to the butt of somebody else's car?
Wouldn't that be increasing your following distance or decreasing?
Decrease.
But that increasing would be
Increasing your following distance means you're going to give yourself more space between you and the next car.
Oh.
So if you're decreasing
Then no,
your following
no.
distance, you're getting closer to the next car. So they're saying someone's
Then that would
coming
not
up
be.
behind you. Someone's coming up behind you and you could be hit. So would it be safer to merge into another lane or get closer to the car in front of you or change lanes a lot?
I
It would
think
be
it's
safer
A.
to merge into another lane.
Tyler said A. Nathan, are you going to stick with B or are you going back to A?
I think I might go back to A.
Does anyone have an answer besides A?
That's actually a tricky one.
It is a little tricky, and they try to trick you.
Because B, decreasing your following distance, well, it's talking about the person behind you. So decreasing your following distance.
Someone behind you could be hitting you, so are you going to move up closer to the car that you're behind? Then you're going to have a 3-car collision.
You would want some space in front of you in case the person behind you hit you.
Yeah, so if it was the option of increasing your following distance, that would be good. But that's not the answer they give you.
Right.
So yeah, the answer is A. You're going to merge into another lane. Okay, because you don't want to get up closer behind someone else, and really that's just a worse wreck that could happen.
Yeah.
And changing lanes frequently, they tell you that's dangerous, right? You're not supposed to just, I do that a little bit, change my lanes. It's like, okay, that one's clearer, okay, but you're really not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the answer is A. So now we'll move on to number 1. Which statement is true about motorcycles and motorists? A, motorcyclists are not allowed to drive faster than other traffic during congested, sometimes it just puts this period in there for random reason. Hold on. Okay. Motorcyclists are not allowed to drive faster than other traffic during congested road conditions. B, motorcyclists have the same rights and responsibilities as other motorists. Or C, motorcycles are heavier than other vehicles and are less affected by wind and rain.
I think it's a B.
Okay, anyone else?
I agree.
Okay, Devin? Are you there, Devin?
Yeah, I'm here. The answer will be B.
All right, Jordan, what do you say?
B.
And Jonathan, what do you think?
I think B.
You go with the flow, huh? So yes, B is the right answer. Okay, they say what is true. So number A, motorcyclists actually are allowed to drive faster than other traffic during congested road conditions, right? Because they're allowed to kind of go between the lanes. So that statement is not true, but they do have the same rights and responsibilities. Yes, Nathan?
Yes, about number A, I actually know a couple people who ride motorcycles. Technically, they are allowed to do that, but usually they should do it during when the traffic is like mostly stopped. Reason being is because motorcyclists are more difficult to see. And I actually know one of my buddies actually got sandwiched in between 2 cars while he was trying to do it while the traffic was moving. It was bad.
No, they shouldn't be doing it when the traffic's moving in its
yes.
regular flow. Okay.
And that is the reason why.
Yes. So number 2, you should use your horn when A, another vehicle is in your way, B, it may help prevent a collision, or C, Andrew, another driver makes a mistake.
Didn't mean to do that.
What do you think?
I think it's B.
B.
You both said B. Does everyone agree that you should use your horn when it may help prevent a collision?
Yes, because any other time will either upset a person or pretty much just cause havoc. Let's just say that.
Yes. So you can't go, honk, honk, you're in my way. Or honk, honk, you messed up. It's okay, Tony. Tony, I'm talking in a voice that he thinks I might be mad or something. Everything's fine, son. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So yes, The answer is B. Number 2 is B, if it helps prevent a collision. Number 3, U-turns in business districts are A, always illegal because they are dangerous. B, legal whenever oncoming vehicles are not a hazard. Or C, legal only at intersections unless a sign prohibits them. That one's a little bit hard. Anybody?
I want to say it's C, but at the same time, it also would be B. Reason why is because usually you are allowed to do it unless there's a sign and you don't see cars coming. If that makes sense.
Yes. Anyone else?
So I would go with C.
You go with C. Okay. It's funny, you explain things to different answers than you give. This is your second time on that today. I'd like to get some other people talking.
Yep.
What did you say, Jonathan? Anyone? I'm hearing from Nathan a lot, but I need to hear from others.
I think it's C.
Yeah. The answer would be C.
I have a hunch it might be C.
Okay, so I'm sorry to say, but you're all incorrect on that one. The answer is B.
Oh.
Okay, Nathan explained B like crazy, and then he went with C. Well, you explained. Yeah, it's legal if oncoming vehicles are not a hazard. Number
Sherry, what about the sign?
Yeah, the old
Well, that says only
unless
unless a sign prohibits them. So it doesn't. You don't have to be at an intersection. There just can't be oncoming traffic in your way.
That's true, yeah.
Okay. Number 4. Tony's out here cheering me on. When weather conditions require you to use your windshield wipers continuously, you must also use your A, headlights, B, emergency signal lights, C, window defroster. Jordan, can you answer?
Hey.
I say it's C. Window defroster.
And who had said A?
That was Jonathan, and I think it's all. I also think it's A.
Jonathan, you are paying attention. You're batting 1,000 today. Good job. Yeah, the answer is your headlight.
Yeah.
Jordan, you may or may not need the window defroster in that situation, but if your windshield wipers are on, then your headlights should be on. Okay, but that was good. All right, so let's go to number 5. Which of these is true about right-of-way rules? A, right-of-way rules only apply to vehicles. B, other drivers will always obey right-of-way rules. Or C, never assume other drivers will give you the right-of-way. Yes, Jordan?
It is.
C, never assume other drivers will give you the right of way.
And you know, just by what we talk about with assume, you could really just read those 2 words, right? Never assume and pretty much know that answer. Okay? Does anyone think it was something else?
I think it's C.
Yes.
You never want to assume.
Never.
I would agree with that statement. Never assume is usually the right answer.
Yeah, because you can't read other people's
Usually a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
It might be legal to do it one way or another, but we can't assume other people are going to do what's legal always. All right. Number 6 looks like a 2-pager here. Dumping or abandoning an animal on a highway, A, can result in the fine of $1,000 and 6 months of jail time. B, is only legal in rural areas. Or C, it's not illegal, but it is potentially dangerous.
I think it's A.
I agree with Tyler.
I think it's A.
It's A.
Okay, yes.
It's mean to like dump or abandon an animal at any time.
That's horrible, especially on a roadside, right?
Yeah.
Out and get run over. So it is illegal, and it's illegal everywhere, and you can get a fine and go to jail, and you probably deserve it if you're doing that, right? That's just a horrible thing to do to an animal. All right. Number 7, when you see a distracted driver on their cell phone, you should A, signal them to stop using their phone, B, put more space between your vehicle and their vehicle, or C, alert the police.
I think it's C.
Police. The police. Wait.
I heard Tyler, you said C?
Yeah.
I would say B. Reason being is because, well, one, more than likely they don't know what you're doing with the signal thing, and 2, there might not be a police around at all. So I would say B would be probably the safest.
Anyone else?
I would agree with Nathan.
Okay.
I would also agree with Nathan.
Calling the cops is a lot of work. You have to get their license plate and all that, and call them. They'll likely not find the person. And it might be their waste of their time.
Well, and how are you going to alert the police when you're driving? Are you going to get on your phone?
No.
Yeah.
Same thing they're doing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, what you're going to do is you're going to try and give yourself more space between you and them, because that means they are distracted driving, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're signaling them to, hey, get off the phone, right? They can get mad, or plus you're taking a hand off the wheel, or maybe you're showing them some other hand signal, but that's something that could irritate people as well. So you don't give them that signal. So yeah, you're going to give yourself more speed. More space. Sorry. Tony's here. He's thrown me off a little bit. All right. If you approach a curve or the top of a hill and you do not have a clear view of the road ahead, you should A, pull over and wait for conditions to improve. B, exceed the speed limit if you think you are a good driver. Or C, slow down so you can stop if necessary.
The answer would be, I think I might be wrong, Sherry, but I think the answer would be A.
Okay. Anyone else have a thought?
Think it's C. Slow down so you can stop if necessary.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll also go with C.
I agree with Jordan Clad.
Yes, C is the answer. Okay. I mean, unless it's like really, really, really bad, like a flash flood. If it's, something, weather is really bad, you might want to just pull over. But in general, you just slow down a little. So if it was necessary to stop, you could. So the answer is C. Number 9, you should not pass another vehicle in your direction, A, on a multi-lane one-way street, B, where someone is likely to enter or cross the road, or C, when the road is divided by a broken yellow line.
I think it would be B.
I say B.
Anybody else?
I agree.
I have to agree with
Tyler and Jordan.
Yes, the answer is B. Okay, it's like at an intersection when people could be coming from all around, you don't want to change lanes there. In fact, it's against the law to do so. Okay? On a multi-lane one-way street, that means you have a lot of lanes going in the same way. So you could do it then. And remember, if you do have the broken yellow line, that means you can pass if it's safe. So the answer is B. Number 10, intentionally tailgating, cutting off other vehicles, and blocking traffic are examples of A, aggressive driving, B, distracted driving, or C, defensive driving.
I'll say A.
The answer would be A.
Does anyone disagree? Yes, that's aggressive behavior, right? Distracted is like la di da di da di da da, right? Defensive is giving yourself that extra space and driving carefully. And
Miss Sherry,
yes,
wouldn't distracted driving also be known as rubbernecking?
yes, it certainly would. Okay, so the answer is A, aggressive driving. Okay, I mean, just you can kind of tell in the language, cutting off other vehicles, blocking traffic, right? Those are all aggressive terms. All right, number 11. You want to pass a bicyclist riding on the right edge of your lane. You, A, may not pass the bicyclist for any reason. B, should honk your horn before passing the bicyclist. Or C, must pass the bicyclist at a distance of at least 3 feet if safe to do so.
It's C.
Anyone else? This one is a review because a few people missed it.
I think it's C.
I would agree with Andrew. Reason being is because if you honk at them, then it will like throw them off. Pretty much.
Jordan, what do you think?
C.
Oh, you said it. Jonathan, what do you think?
C.
Okay. All right. Yes, the answer is C. You need to give at least 3 feet distance.
How'd I know?
Well, you're pretty good at this, Andrew. Number 12, it is legal to leave a child 6 or younger in a motor vehicle. A, when the child will be unattended for less than 5 minutes. B, when the child is under the supervision of someone 12 years old or older. C, when it is not a hot day.
I say it's B. When the child is under supervision of someone 12 years older or older.
Okay.
I think it's C.
When it's not a hot day?
Yeah.
So you can leave a 6-year-old out there by themselves as long as it's not hot?
No, okay, it's probably A.
Miss Sherry, I would say it's A because of the fact of I was always told that it is illegal to do so.
So why would it be legal to do it for under 5 minutes?
It would be illegal. Oh. My bad. I guess I didn't read the question fully.
Well, when you're taking the test, make sure you're reading them fully, okay? So, yes, it's dangerous to leave kids in the car when it's hot, right? It's dangerous to leave animals, anybody in the car when it's hot.
Yes.
Is it ever safe to leave a young child unattended? What else could happen?
They could get kidnapped.
Yeah, they could
Yeah.
get kidnapped. What if they choked on something while they were in there by themselves? How long does it take to choke to death?
Not very long.
Not very
Seconds probably.
Yeah. No. Also, if you have like a peanut allergy like me, dude, you could drop within like seconds. It's scary.
Yeah, there's just so very many things that could happen, and they
Yeah.
can happen in 5 minutes or less, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they need to have someone at least 12 years old or older with them for that to be safe.
Yeah.
This is B. Number 13, when you do not see any vehicles around you while driving, A, you are not required to signal for turns and lane changes. B, you must still signal for turns and lane changes. Or C, you may legally exceed the posted speed limit.
I would say B. Reason being is because it's kind of more like the safety precaution thing, because you could be changing lanes, but at the same time you may not see that someone now, but maybe someone could be creeping up behind you and you won't even notice it. So it's just kind of like a safety precaution thing.
Anyone else have a different answer? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that red flashing light with the school bus, right? You can't assume all the kids are gone, right? So you might not see someone there, or they might just be entering, but it's one of those things you don't want to assume, right? So you must still signal for turns and lane changes, even though you don't see anyone else there. They may be there. Maybe their headlights aren't on. Maybe it's a motorcycle. I mean, there's a lot of reasons. So it kind of falls under the assume to me, right? Be safe. Always use your signals. Okay, number 14. When you park your vehicle on a highway or street, you should not A, lower the windows, B, set the parking brake, or C, stop the engine. Which one should you not do?
I say it's D. Don't set the parking brake.
And Jordan, why would you say that?
Because I feel like if you set the parking brake, if it could go backwards and probably hit another car.
Well, actually, Jordan, the parking brake gives that extra stopping power, right? You already have it in park and you have the brake, right? It gives you an extra set of brakes, kind of.
Okay.
So that would not be the one.
Yeah, like for me, it's kind of difficult because, well, one, lowering the window sounds kind of dangerous. But I would probably have to say C. Reason why is because you never know what's going to happen. Maybe somebody's going to steal your car if you leave the engine on.
Well, so listen to how it's written here. When you park and leave your vehicle on a highway or a street, you should not.
Oh, lower the window.
Yes, you definitely want to stop your engine, okay?
Yes, you definitely want to stop your engine.
You don't want to.
Hear that? I've never heard that question before.
I had a new one for you.
I always leave my car running when I park it, you know?
On the highway and abandon it. Just leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you do want to set the parking brake and you do want to stop your engine, but you don't want to lower the windows because you're going to be leaving your vehicle there, right?
Yeah.
Somebody could break into it if you have. Okay.
I got the right reason, but for the wrong answer.
Yeah. You're good like that. Okay.
Oh, also, Sherry.
Yeah. Andrew?
Another reason you want to not lower the windows is let's say if you're parked on like the highway, a rock could probably come. I mean, let's say if you had some fragile in your passenger seat and a rock came and hit it, you know what I mean?
Well, I get your story, but I kind of almost think the opposite with the story you're telling, because I'd rather have a rock land in my car than go through my window. Because the window is probably going to cost you more than whatever thing might get hit in the car, but that's just my thought on that. It's not a legal answer. All right. But that could happen too. Go ahead, Clad.
Isn't glass like really expensive, or specifically the windows?
I've had a tiny little crack in my windshield for quite some time now. That's why I was talking to you a little bit about deductibles today. So even though they'll pay for the whole window, I have that $500 deduction. Right? So right now, I would rather have that little hole than pay $500. I gotta tell you, my last car, when I got the Camaro, the very first day, my windshield got cracked, and I had a $1,000 deductible then.
Ooh.
And
was
when
it on the freeway?
No, I was driving on the road. $1,000, and with those newer cars where they have the alarms and stuff built into the window, costs a whole lot more than glass, right?
Jeez.
There's a whole lot to it. So yeah, the very first day, $1,000, and I just the deductible, and I paid it. But now I lowered my deductible to $500, but I'm still letting that little hole sit there for a while because I don't want to pay $500.
Yeah, Miss Sherry.
Yeah.
It was crazy because when I was younger, my dad, I believe, was driving our truck, and like a rock like this big hit the windshield, so it was like cracks from like top to bottom, and we're just like, we're lucky it didn't shatter.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That you'd have to fix. And even the little ones like I have, they can spread and get bigger over time.
Yeah.
There will come a point where I need to fork out the $500, but I'm just not there yet because it wasn't like your dad's. Yes, Andrew?
There is a type of what is it? It's like it's some sort of glue that'll actually prevent it from spreading.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually had them, those people that'll come to your work and fix those little things. I had them come over to Project Church once to fix that one, but then they were telling me that sometimes when they fix it, it could break the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, then I think I'm going to stick to my little hole right now. So I actually did have them come to fix it, but I chickened out. All right, we better keep going. We only have 19 minutes and 11 more questions. So what is the first rule of a safe and legal turn? A, move into the proper lane well before the turn. B, increase your speed. C, reduce your speed.
I would say C.
I'm gonna say A. Move into the proper lane well before the turn.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm gonna agree with Clad.
Yes, that is the answer. Okay, you should be in that lane. You can't cross lanes of traffic to turn, right? And you don't want to like pull over really quick and then turn. So you should be in that lane well ahead of the time for you to turn. Glad you are correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. Number 16, when should you switch on your high beam headlights? A, at night. B, when driving in open country at night or on dark city streets. Or C, at night when it rains.
I would say A.
I would say B. Reason being is because you also want to do this when nobody's around. Reason being so you can see where you're going, but you're not also blinding people that's coming this way.
Jordan, you want to be the tiebreaker here? And number 16.
16. You should switch on your high beam lights at night.
Okay, so that is incorrect. You cannot just drive around all the time with your high beams on because it blinds other drivers. Okay, so yes, you want to turn your headlights on at night, but not your high beams. Okay, you don't want to do it when it rains because that makes your vision even worse. So the answer is B. Okay, so you're driving, there's no one else around you, it's dark out, turn them on. Okay, but if you're driving, you can't just turn on high beams because it's nighttime. All right, number 17, when you turn off a high-speed 2-lane roadway, blink if you have traffic following you. A, try not to slow down your vehicle too quickly. B, try to slow down your vehicle quickly. Or C, try to increase the speed of your vehicle.
I believe the answer would be A. Reason why is so you want to slow down, but you don't want to slow down too quickly for the people behind you, because if you do that, then you are going to cause an accident.
Okay. Anyone have a different thought?
I agree with Nathan.
Okay, well, Devin, what do you think?
I think it's I had to agree with what Nathan and everyone is saying.
Okay, so the answer is A, right? You
Yep.
don't want to speed up to exit. That's dangerous for when you get off the exit. And you're absolutely right, Nathan. If you slow down your vehicle too quickly, you could get hit from behind. So the answer is A. Try not to slow down too quickly.
Good job, Nathan.
Yeah. Number 18. What should you do if you are overtaking a bicycle and an oncoming vehicle is approaching at the same time? A, leave a little room for the oncoming vehicle while overtaking the bicycle. B, overtake the bicycle first to leave extra room for the oncoming vehicle. Or C, slow down and let the oncoming vehicle pass first to leave extra room for the bicycle.
I'll say C.
I agree with Andrew. I think the answer would be C.
Does anyone disagree with that?
I agree.
Okay, so the answer is C. Slow down and let the vehicle pass first so you have extra room for the bicycle. Number 19, when you approach a roundabout, you must enter to the blank of the center island. To the left, to the center, or to the right? Right, so a roundabout, you got like this big circle in the middle and you're entering.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the answer would be C, the right.
And remember, we talked about this in a different way. We said it is counterclockwise. Right?
Yeah, that would be the right.
Yes, the answer is, so these kind, you really give yourself some time on your test, right? And think it through. And you all did that and you all got the right answer because of it. Okay, so just give yourself, picture it in your head like I see a few of you doing, and you'll come up with the right answer, which is right, number C. Number 20, at an intersection, you should yield to another vehicle, A, if the vehicle is just starting to enter the intersection, B, if the vehicle is to your right and arrived at the same time as you, or C, in both of the above situations.
The answer would be C.
Anyone else?
I would agree with Devin. Reason being is because the rule of thumb is that at a stop sign, the person to your right has a right of way, but at the same time, if the person's already going, then you don't want to go, otherwise you're going to cause a collision.
Yeah, that's just kind of a logical one, huh? And remembering that the person to the right has the right of way. So you are all correct. C in both of the above situations. Number 21, if you're approaching a stop sign, you must A, stop at the broken white limit line. B, stop at the broken yellow limit line. Or C, stop at the solid white limit line. So picture the road when you come up to a stop sign. What do you see down there painted on the ground?
The crosswalk.
Well, yeah, that's not one of the choices here. But you're absolutely right. But that's not a choice. So there's a certain line that comes with every stop sign. When you actually get up there, there's a line right there.
Solid white line.
C, stop at the solid white line.
I think it's the solid white line.
Yes, you're all correct. You stop at the solid white limit line. Number 22, before backing up your vehicle, you should look to the front, sides, and rear, and continue to look A, to the rear, B, in the side mirrors, or C, to the front.
A, to the rear, because the other two just sound silly, especially C, to the front.
Anyone else?
I agree.
Jonathan, do you think you should look to the rear when you're backing up, or in the side mirrors, or to the front?
To the front.
To the front, you're backing up. So you're going to put your car and backwards. You're going to go backwards and look forward.
Oh my God.
You wouldn't see who's behind
I
you,
think you should look to the rear.
right? You want to look to the back if you're backing up. If you're going forward, you want to look to the front. Okay?
I mean, technically you could use the side mirrors, but
You have
You-
blind spots.
Shouldn't, but because of the blind spot, yes.
You always want to actually turn your head and look to the rear when you're backing up. Okay, you will use all those other things as well, but it's most important that you're doing that. Okay.
But so that would be pretty funny. You're looking forward while you're backing up.
Funny until you went boom.
Yeah.
So funny. Then you'd be like, "Ugh, what the heck happened? All right, number 23. The center lane between two lanes of traffic traveling in opposite directions may be designated for A, left turns only, B, passing, or C, right turns only. Okay, so you got one lane going this direction, one lane going the other direction, and then they've got this lane in the middle.
I think it's B.
For passing,
Oh.
you can go out in the middle of the road in a middle lane.
Oh,
of
it'd be
two-
A.
What's that?
I think it'd be A.
I agree with Tyler. I believe the answer would be A.
I think it would be left turns only.
Yes. It wouldn't be right turns, right? Because you wouldn't be
No.
going in the middle. Whatever direction you're going to the right would not be in the middle. So yes, it's for.
I mean, unless you're in Britain, it's pretty much if you're turning right, you have to cross the lanes anyway in Britain. So
Wait, I remember this.
in California.
I know.
Okay. So the
This is the
answer
second time you brought up Britain this year.
is left turns only. Number 24. Blank are the most likely places for car and motorcycle collisions to occur. A, expressways, B, intersections, or C, roundabouts. And actually,
C, intersection.
intersections, why, Jordan?
Because if cars and motorcycles are not paying attention and they go into an intersection, they can crash and it can cause a collision.
Okay. Anyone else have any different thought? I'm looking at this test because I had an answer I wanted to read to you about it. Anyone think something besides intersections?
I agree with Jordan.
Okay. Yeah. You're correct. Says intersections are the most likely places for car motorcycle collisions to occur. A collision is usually the result of a car driver not seeing the motorcycle and turning into the motorcycle's path. Okay, so intersections. And we have one more, number 25. Which of the following statements is true about airbags? A, they are installed to provide additional safety beyond seatbelts. B, they can be installed instead of seatbelts. Or C, they must be installed in all cars. I had an explanation on that one too.
that would be C.
I say it's C, they must be installed in all cars.
Anybody else? Last question of the day. You got this.
The answer would be C.
So that does sound like a good answer, but that is not the correct answer. The correct
I think it's A.
is what? Is that you,
I
Claire?
said I believe the correct answer is A.
Yes.
Yeah, it's me.
Agreeable.
It says always use your seatbelts, even if the vehicle is equipped with airbags. Airbags are a safety feature that help keep you safer than a seatbelt alone. In the United States, all cars and light trucks built after September 1st, 1998 are required to have airbags. Okay, but if you're driving in a car that's older than 1998, you don't have to put airbags in it. Okay? I'm going to stop this share. Y'all did really well. I'll post it for you later. I wanted to share another little something, but I think that I probably took it off my screen. Let me.
Jerry, the year the cars were actually, I guess airbags were put into cars was actually the year I was born.
Haha, they got safe. They got safe.
That's actually the exact same year my brother was born.
That's years
So,
before I was.
wanted to tell you today, I looked on DMV to see what we're doing for taking written tests right now. And they actually have you registering online and scheduling an appointment before you go in to take the appointment. So I thought that maybe we might want to do this when we get back in the classroom. And one thing you do need to know to be able to do that is your social security number. And then one of the questions they asked, they said, do you have to put your social security number in there online? And they said, yes. So, because I don't know how long it's going to take to be able to get an appointment. So I'm thinking we should go through that process of registering so we can schedule one, because they're not letting as many people in anywhere, right? So it could be easily a couple months out.
That's true.
So I don't know I think it would probably be better if we did it as a group. What do you think? And of course, you're not going to tell anyone else your social security number, but we could all sit there in class with your computers and we could kind of walk through the steps together. Does that work?
Okay, I think that sounds fine.
Okay. So we'll do that when we get back.
I'm alright with it.
But we want to take it up to 3 times, right? So we don't want to wait too long to schedule these appointments.
I'm a little worried about the driving test because my permit expires in June and don't know if they'll let me make an appointment.
I sent you today, Tyler, the text?
Yeah, I saw that.
So it tells you right on there. They're scheduling them again.
Oh.
This behind the wheel driving test resumes statewide on Monday, February 1st. Appointments canceled between December 14th and February 1st have been rescheduled. If this new date and time are inconvenient, you can reschedule online. New appointments for behind the wheel tests will be available in mid-February once all previously postponed tests have been rescheduled. So did you have an appointment yet?
No.
Okay. So you just want to wait, what did I say, February 15th? Mid-February.
Yes.
So I would start like February 15th trying to schedule your appointment, because there is going to be a backup, and yes, you get nervous because of that 6 months. Okay?
Okay.
Starting February 15th, we won't quite be in class yet, so you'll be on your own that week, but you can try to go on and register for a test. If you want, you can wait and do it with us when we get back, but I wouldn't waste too much time on it.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Any final DMV moments? How y'all feeling about it?
Good. I am confused on one thing, Miss Sherry. I know next week we're off from Project Search, but I understand that we're off on President's Day, but why are we off the other 4 days? I don't understand that.
Well, as a teacher, I've never complained about that because we get paid. But there's a certain amount, and different school districts do it different. Like my nieces and nephews, they're starting their first day back to school on the 16th, and we're off for the.
Really?
With school district, you have to have a certain amount of days that you teach, right? The school's in session, and I believe it's 186 days. I think that's what it is. But anyway, they just kind of look at their calendar for the whole year. They figure it out. And there are actually, I guess, 2 President Days during President's Week. But they give us the whole thing, and so I just go, thank you.
No complaints.
You'll probably still be working with John, though, correct, John?
Yeah.
Working with him, I can't really leave that.
Well, and you should really be working on getting ready to go out and get a job, right? If I was you two, I would make sure my resume looked good, that I'm practiced up on my interview questions, that I'm looking at online applications and scheduling interviews, right? It's time for you to fly here. It's time for you to spread your wings and fly and get a job, right?
Do it.
That's what it's all about in this program.
God.
Yep.
Don't get started on that.
All right. Well, if that's it, We're done for I made Devin smile 'cause he's laughing at me. It's okay. I don't mind.
Right on time too.
I have a question for
All right.
Ty.
For Ty, if it's not related to class, do not ask it.
Okay, never mind then.
You've got your cell phone for that. All right?
Great.
Okay. I'll see you all tomorrow morning at 8:30.
All right.
You too,
All right.
Sherry.
Bye,
Yeah.
Sherry. Goodbye,
Have a good
everyone.
day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Sherry. Bye, John.